This is Papa Brad with a quick tutorial on how to get Anstream on your iiRcade. Let's check it out.
In here I now have Antstream on my iiRcade. Check that out. Crazy. Antstream is on my iiRcade. Okay, and here we have Antstream running. It's Pac-Man, legally using my Antstream. Pretty amazing. And let me just prove real quick. This is Antstream. Let's see how I get out of it. Go like that. Okay. And boom, there you go, Anstream on iiRcade.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Obviously, you have to have done the Mystery Interstellar Arcadian mod for this to work. If you're not familiar with that, I have an entire series that's guide you through every step of adding the MIA mod to your iiRcade. And the link for that will be right here. After you've got your iiRcade modded, you'll be familiar with the Mystery Interstellar Arcadian interface. I'm going to run through how to create the file you need to have to push Antstream onto your iiRcade. I'm going to go through it step by step. First thing you have to do is you have to get the Antstream APK. And a good place to get that is actually just go to Antstream. I mean, it sounds obvious, but yeah, just go to Antstream to get it. So I'm going to show you. That's Antstream Arcade, www.antstream.com. I just go there, and I'm on the Antstream page, and you'll see there's the little Android guy right before this Amazon logo. You click on that, boom, and it's going to download an APK. Antstream Live 2.1.2744 is the file that it downloaded. You might want to get some art. Good place to get art for this will just go to Google Images. Okay, so once you're on Google Images, I would just pick two pieces of Antstream art that you like. You're going to have one that's going to show up right when you go to Antstream in your menu on iiRcade, and then you're going to have another one when you go to where the controller setup will be. So just get two pieces of art that you like, save them. They have to be, I believe they have to be JPEGs. Okay, so at this point, you basically have three files. You have your Antstream pictures, and you have your Antstream APK. Okay, I'm going to take all three of these files. I'm going to make a folder inside iiGames called Antstream, and that's where I'm going to build Antstream. Okay. And let me share screen to show you that folder. So inside iiGames, open that up. And I just created a temporary folder called Antstream. I can delete this later after I've pushed it to my machine. If I open up Antstream, this is where I'm going to build the file. I have Antstream. I have two pictures and the APK. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a zip file, and I'm just going to name it Antstream. There will be nothing in it, and this is where it's going to build the file. So watch. I'm going to use WinZip. If you don't have WinZip, that's a program you should get to do this. Let's see here. So just make a folder. And we'll title that folder Antstream. Just like so. Okay, so I just made a folder first, and I just titled it Antstream. This is exactly what I did to get it working. Okay, now what I'm going to do I'm going to right click on that folder, and I've installed WinZip. I'm going to take WinZip, and I am going to add move to a zip file. Okay. And it's going to take that folder. It's just going to create a zip file. Okay. That's where I'm going to build the file. You can see now I have antstream.zip. Okay. So right now I have everything I need to build this Antstream APK. Okay. So here's what I have. So basically now I have everything I need to build a file to push to the iiRcade to create Antstream. I have the Antstream zip file. I have 2 pictures, and I have the APK. This is just how I did it. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do it this way. This is what worked for me. So I'm just repeating the process that I used to make this program work. Okay, so this should look familiar to anyone that has worked with this mod. Okay. You're going to take and you're going to click on APK ROM configurator. Okay, done. That's going to open up another window. So this is the screen you're going to use to actually build the Anstream APK to push to the iiRcade. You have the APK, you have a zip file named Antstream, and you have 2 pictures. That's what you're going to need, 2 JPEGs. I'm going to go through line by line and set this up exactly how I set it up. Okay, create new iiGames file. Click on that. We're going to start at the very top. Okay. I'm going to set that to the Anstream.zip that I created. And save. It's going to say Anstream zip already exists. Do you want to replace? Just say yes. Once again, this is what worked for me. Then I'm going to go to set ROM APK file. And this is where I'm going to pick the Antstream live 2.1.2744 _.apk. That APK you got from Antstream, you're going to put right there. So I have the zip file under the iiGames file. I have it pointing to the APK for the ROM file. Then I'm going to set my images. I'm going to do one for the instructions and one for the background. And I'll pick this one for the instructions and one for the background. Okay. Change the category. I called it streaming. And we're going to change the name to Antstream. We're going to change the game type to APK. There's ROM, Coleco, and APK. We're going to pick APK. I configured my inputs. Okay, so running through all my settings one more time, just to be sure you got it. I set the iiGames file to the zip file that I created called antstream.zip. The ROM APK file I set to the APK I got from Antstream. My 2 JPEGs make the images of the background. I changed the launcher settings to streaming for category. an Antstream for the name. I set the game type to APK. I went to my input configurator and I saved the input config. I just picked the default save. Okay. And at this point, I'm ready to build the iiGame zip. I'm going to click on build iiRcade. I'm going to click on build iiGame zip. It's thinking. A pop-up is going to appear that says, if we got here without an error, the zip is built, you can push it now. Oh, I could probably just move that over. Okay, so you get this pop-up. If we got here without an error, the zip is built. You can push now. You can say okay. And at this point, the Antstream APK is built and ready to be pushed to the iiRcade. Okay, that's what's weird. Let me make another one. There it is. Okay. Okay, so at this point, I have my new Antstream zip. Okay. I'm going to take that folder and come on. Okay, at this point, I have my new Antstream zip. I'm going to take that folder, cut out that. I'm going to cut that new zip file that I made, and I'm going to put that into the iiGames directory. Put that in the iiGames directory. Just like so. Okay, so now I have the Antstream.zip in my iiGames directory where I installed the media software. So now I have in my iiGames directory, I have the Antstream.zip that I just created. At this point, I can remove that Antstream. It doesn't need to be there anymore. Just going to move it out of the way. Okay. And I have in my iiGames folder, I have Antstream.zip, and I have my installed games. Okay. I'm ready to push this. I'm going to go to the MIA software. Let me show that. Present. Share screen. Share. So I'm going to go to the software again. And this time I'm going to select 4, push iiRcade games. The Anstream.zip that I created is in the iiGames folder. And let me send that. And let it do its thing. Fixing Android permissions. Uploading Antstream. Come now over by my iiRcade. You can see I have the Anstream.zip. I have the add button. Press A. Anstream.zip installing. And look, you get this stream right here. And you can see you're going to get that icon. Okay, we can exit out of that. Now, if you did something wrong, it'll probably crash. And like before I knew how to do the zip file and to install it to the zip file, I got a crash. So from there, I'll have multiple ones, but that's fine because you won't have to have multiple ones because you're watching this tutorial. And you're just going to go to Antstream. Let me turn it off. Let me reboot. But if you do it this way that I'm doing it, you'll just end up with 1. So I'm rebooting. Hopefully this helps some people out. If not, I want to remind everyone, everything you do with iiRcade, you're doing at your own risk. This definitely is you're basically modding it. But, it's running Android, so I think it's pretty safe. I mean, I've been playing the Antstream for a couple of hours. It seems to be fine. It doesn't seem to be affecting anything. But once again, everything you do with the iiRcade at this point, it's at your own risk. So, whooshes. So I'm going to go to my streaming. Let me go to my Antstream. So I'm going to go to my Antstream. Press launch. A-OK. And there you go. And that's it. The first time you enter Antstream, you're gonna have to enter your username and password. Very simple. To do that, you just hook a keyboard up to your iiRcade. Just hook a keyboard up. I actually put an external USB on mine, so I could do the send-in light guns very quickly, and I could run 2 of them. That's a power USB hub. You don't have to do that, but you do have to connect it to the USB enabler board, the USB port. You will need a keyboard after you enter your information one time. Pretty much that's it. At that point, you have Antstream installed, and it's gonna work. I'm just gonna fire up some Mortal Kombat just to show you that it's working. And put coins in and press it. That's it. There you go. Antstream is installed.
Someone said Galaga didn't work, but I found Galaga worked fine. Let me show you that Galaga's working. I just played it earlier. Let's see. Play again. Galaga. You get most of the classic arcade Galaga, Defender, Dig Dug. They all play pretty good. There's Galaga. Let me hit start. That's it. Let's see if I can move and shoot. See moving. Yep, shooting. There you go. Galaga. Legally on the iiRcade. Here it is. Okay. Pretty cool.
This has been Papa Brad with a quick tutorial showing you how to put Antstream on an iiRcade. If you found this tutorial helpful, click that thumbs up button. Thank you and stay legit.